Welcome to another video edition by Dirk E. Teacher, bringing you great ideas from the classroom and media for the classroom. Active to passive voice 5 with imperatives and modal verbs. Contents 1. Identify the verb, subject and object. 2. Remember the golden rule? Circle the verb first. 3. Active to passive step by step. Please read, speak and write along. Click the link below the video for matching worksheets in PDF format. Change the active sentences to the passive voice. Lalina and her friends eat fresh fruit and fish. This sentence was taken from a previous video that I posted. It is on Lalina, who lives in the islands of Fiji, and this is just to give some context of the sentence. SVO stands for subject, verb and object. Lalina and her friends eat fresh fruit and vegetables. My verb is eat. My subject is Lalina and her friends, and my object is fresh fruit and vegetables. We start with fresh fruit and vegetables. That's now my subject of the passive sentence. Because it's plural, we will say are. And we've got eaten there. That's my past participle of the verb eat. And we just conclude by adding the agent there. By Lalina and her friends. And that is my passive sentence. We just wrap up by saying fresh fruit and fish are eaten by Lalina and her friends. Passive voice. Let's take another example here. One cannot eat rubber. Cannot, modal verb, but it's also the negative form of the verb can. One cannot eat rubber. My verb structure is cannot eat. Subject is one. Object is rubber. Let's start with rubber. That's now my subject of the passive sentence. And we merely say rubber cannot be eaten. End of story. So, passive voice. The subject may be left out here. Active voice with interrogatives. SVO, subject, verb and object. There's my sample sentence number A. What did the thief steal? It's past tense. Let's break it up into the different parts here. Did, steal is my verb structure. What is my object? And the thief is the subject. So if you have difficulty finding the different parts here, just convert it to a statement and it will be all clear. So the thief stole what in the statement form. Now let's convert this to, that's the active. Let's convert this now to the passive. We start with what. My verb structure will be was stolen. Why? Because what will be regarded as a singular subject. So what was stolen? Stolen then is the past participle of steal. And I just add now the agent by the thief. And that is the passive voice. Done. So what was stolen by the thief? Passive voice. Let's take another example here. B. Has a dog found the handbag? My verb structure, language structure here, has found, because it's present perfect tense. In the passive it will be has been found, just to make certain we keep the same tense. Different part here we're looking at. Has found, my verb structure. The dog is subject, the handbag is object. Let's continue now with the passive voice. Has been found. Has the handbag, that's now the subject of the passive voice. Has the handbag been found? And I conclude with the agent by the dog. And that is my passive voice. Sentence complete. So, Has the dog found the handbag? Active. Passive. Has the handbag been found by the dog? And that is my passive voice. Active voice with imperatives, command, advice, or request. Subject, verb, and object. Our sample sentence. A. Stop the cat. It's present simple tense. The structure is stop becomes let be stopped in the passive voice. Stop the cat. There's no subject there. The verb is stop. The object is the cat. The subject is implied. It doesn't have to be written because the subject is always you. And that is an active command. In the passive voice, we have a structure here. Let be stopped for all commands. Let the cat be stopped. And that concludes the passive voice for a command. B. Bring the sugar, please. It's a request in active voice. The structure bring changes to requested to bring in the passive voice. Bring the sugar, please. So bring is my verb. Again, the subject is always you. It's not written. It doesn't have to be written. The object is the sugar, and please is an adverb. Now, we have to add a subject there, you. Then we follow through are requested, kindly requested to bring the sugar. And that concludes the passive sentence. Bring the sugar, please. Active voice. You are kindly requested to bring the sugar in the passive voice. Active voice with modal verbs. Can, could, shall, should, may, might, must, ought to, and will, would. SVO stands for subject, verb, and object. Let's take a traffic situation. Everyone must obey the traffic rules. Present tense. The structure is must obey becomes must be obeyed in the passive voice. Everyone must obey the traffic rules. So my verb is must obey. My subject is everyone. My object is the traffic rules. And that is active voice. Now let's change this to the passive voice. Starting with the traffic rules becomes the subject of the passive sentence. Must be obeyed. That's my grammatical structure. And then I can add by everyone. I can add the agent as was done here, or I can just plainly leave it out. So either I write the traffic rules must be obeyed, or the traffic rules must be obeyed by everyone, and that is my passive voice. Active with modal verbs continued. SVO stands for subject, verb, and object. There's our sentence. Everyone could see the flames. Active with modal verb could. Language structure. Could see becomes could be seen in the passive voice. There's our verb, could, modal verb plus main verb, see, could see. Who or what could see? Everyone, subject. Everyone could see who or what? The flames, object. And that is active voice. Let's now lay out the passive voice. The flames, we start with the object of the active sentence. It becomes the subject of the passive sentence. The flames, there's our grammatical structure, could be seen. And then by, with our agent, everyone. And that is passive voice. Thank you very much for watching, listening, and participating. For written practice, click this link at the bottom of the video, beenthere.co.za PDF packages. Each PDF is based on one of these videos. Refer to the video number at the top of the PDF sheet. Please return to the video if you need more help. For similar and other videos, click the YouTube link at Dirk E Teacher Playlists in the description below. Bye. Take care.